Okay, now in this video, I'll try to show you how to import data from an Excel file, Microsoft Excel, XLS file. You can also extract data from a date file or from a text file. So we'll again go to that callback function, and here we'll use I'll be using a Excel file that I have created previously, and it contains two columns. One is just the class number and the other is the marks. So I'll try to extract this data from this Excel file using program. So let me call it u. Let me call the variable u, and I'm going to read table. This is a function, read table, and then I'm going to put in the file name, that is book1. Okay, now one thing that is important here is XLS, is that this Excel file should be in the current directory. So here I'm going to paste it, and it's XLSX. So make sure you write the actual extension. So this is going to read the book1 Excel file, and it's going to go into this u variable. And then what we are going to do further is that app.ui table, we are going to change the data property, and we are going to use u. Okay, so let's just run this program. I'm going to click this button, and you can see we get these two columns. One contains class numbers and the other contains marks. Okay, and you can also change again the column names here, just like app.ui table dot column name equals to u dot properties dot variable names. Okay, so let me run again and press this button. So now you can see class number and marks, they are displayed here. Okay, so this is one way we can import in data from an Excel file. As I mentioned earlier, you can also do this for date file or other kind of like text file. And to make it even more interactive, I'm going to delete this, and I'm going to use another kind of function, and that will open up a dialog box. What I mean to say is that instead of writing a particular name of a particular Excel file or text file, I'm going to I'm going to open a dialog box using the program, so that I can select my required file and then import the data from that file. So let me use u equals Uiimport. This is the function that I'm going to use, and some dash string, which should be a string. So I just want to run it to show you what happened. When I press this button, you can see it pops up this dialog, and I can select my data, and then I can press next and finish, and it will import the data. So this is the idea behind this program, that instead of using a fixed Excel file name or a text file name, we can open up a dialog box. So now if we want to put that data on the table, I'll just use data equals U. So this is the data that we import, and upon pressing this button we'll get this dialog box. Pressing next and finish. Okay, so what this error shows here is that we cannot, unlike the previous case, we cannot directly assign U to the table. The reason is, in the previous case, the read table function, what the read table function does is it import the data as a table, but here it's not imported as a table, instead it's a structure. So we need to further dig down U and then type in, and now I'm going to run it again. And I'm going to select next, finish, and here you can see now that the data has been imported. Okay, so that's the important thing you need to consider, that when you use this dialog box, that using Uiimport, if you import your data using this technique, it will be imported as a structure. So you need to put it u dot data. You can understand this by doing this thing in the command window. For example, you can do this step here, next and finish, and you can see here that the data is imported as a structure, and here is your actual data. So you need to type in x dot data, and now if we come to the column names, it's under the x dot column headers. So now if we go for the app.ui table.column names, if you want to modify the column names, then we need to write u dot column headers. So let's have a look. Okay, so now you can see that we have the right column names and the values here in the respective columns.